Well, welcome to my first video of a challenge which I'm undertaking between the 2nd and the 18th of October this year to go to Base Camp Everest. Today is the 26th of July 2009, and before I go I thought I'd make this introductory video just to tell you a little bit about why I'm doing this trip, but also, more importantly, about the money I'm raising, and also show you some of the equipment that I'll be taking on the trip with me. And that's amassing quite a lot in so much as the things that I need when I'm actually climbing Everest. So the reason I'm doing this trip is to raise money for a very good cause, is to raise money for the Royal British Legion, and in supporting the ex-service community here in the UK, but also internationally. But also I shall be visiting the Gurkha Welfare Centre as part of my expedition and my trek. To go on this trip I'm going to be going with an organisation called Charity Challenge through the Royal British Legion, and Charity Challenge are experts in this type of event, and in fact they're doing this trip quite often throughout the year, and others, but I've chosen this one particularly because it's a real challenge. I've done other challenges with the Royal British Legion. I've done the Escape Line Society crossing between the Pyrenees between France and Spain, and I've also done bike rides with the Royal British Legion, the London to Paris and the Operation Normandy around the landing sites. That was about 5 years ago. So this to me was the ultimate challenge, and the one I'm really looking forward to. I've had to raise in the region of £4,000, and I've been doing that for the last 2 years, and so far I've nearly raised all my target. That money will go to the Royal British Legion in supporting their veterans and their families. And now just turning to the trip itself, I shall be flying out of Heathrow from the 2nd of October, and some of you watching this video may be coming with me. You may be on the same trip as I'm going, and I look forward to meeting my other 12 comrades on this trip. And to go, I've had to get some equipment together, and Charity Challenge have been very good in actually giving me a full kit list of the things I need to take. So if we turn to some of that now, I'll show you some of those things that I've already got ready, and then I'll talk about some of my training that I've been doing leading up to this exciting time. One of the things you're going to need on the Everest trek and the after you climb up is something warm, and so what I've bought is this very well padded jacket, but it's lightweight. It's important to have something lightweight because clearly the weather can turn very cold very quickly, and also you don't want to and something too bulky. So I've recently got this from a shop in Maidstone near where I live, and I've included in this another fleece because obviously the extra lining, and they've reassured me that this jacket will actually keep me very warm, because you want something light, you want something very warm to protect you from the cold and the wind particularly, and if it turns wet also you just make sure that you're protected, because both those things will sap energy from you. So this jacket, though it's a bit of a dark colour, will actually keep me very warm. Interesting to note that this time of the year, we're in the middle of the summer here in the UK, and the weather's quite warm today. It's actually quite difficult to get hold of this stuff because clearly it doesn't come in until the season is changed. So, but the good thing is that I actually got a discount on this jacket, and so that saved a bit of money, because the other thing of course is you've got a bit of expenditure here, because you're investing your own time, but you're investing some of your finances as well. So that's a good warm jacket. That's the first thing you're going to need. You need a good scarf, so I've included that. That's something I've already had, and more importantly something to keep your head warm, because a lot of heat loss is through your head, believe it or not. So I've got some hats here. I probably might actually get myself another one, but something warm on your head is very important to keep your temperature, and as part of that you're going to need a good pair of trousers. So these are good old cargo walking trousers. I've had these before when I did the Pyrenees trip, and this is a new pair, and they proved to be very, very good. They're lightweight, they wick away any sweat, which this jacket does as well, but also you'll be wearing a base layer, which I'll show you in a second, of warm underwear that's vital to keep warm, because something that I suffer with is always cold hands and feet, and so I'm going to make sure both of those are well covered on this trip. Sleeping bag, nice fleece down sleeping bag, very important. So this one came from Millets in Maidstone, and they gave me a nice discount on that. Something else very important is a day sack, because the porters will be carrying, Sherpas will be carrying most of our luggage, but you're going to need some things for yourself, like sunscreen, because it may be very sunny out there. Also you need your camera and any other personal items that you want to carry with you. That goes in your day sack. This one's quite lightweight, which again, the less weight it is to start with, the less you'll have to carry. So that's very important. And very important, of course, is a good hat. This is an old friend of mine, so he'll be coming along to keep that sun off your eyes, and if you're fair skinned like me, you burn up really quickly. On the trip, you're going to need some energy foods, and so I've included started to include some things. So peanuts are a good form of energy. Energy bars here, we've got dessert cereals, should I say, and I've already, as you can see, I've already tested one of these out. They're really nice, full of energy and sugar, which was slow release, so that'd be excellent because muscles will get tired, and apart from drinking at least 2 litres of water a day, you're going to need plenty of food to go with you, though the main food will be provided by the Sherpas once we rest. And you'll be walking for 8 hours a day, climbing, so you're going to need plenty of muscle energy, plenty of protein in those muscles, getting the lactic acid away. Even stuff that's for kids is very good for adults as well, so I've included some of that. Just in case disaster hits and I end up with a bit of a diarrhea problem, plenty of rehydration treatment. Normally you'll need 2 sachets per day, they reckon. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. Hopefully I won't get that problem. And some energy bars. These are flax bars. Again, a good way of releasing energy along with some fruit, so that's important too. Now, should injury take hold, hopefully not, bit of a knee support. I suffer with a slight dodgy knee, so this is a must for me, and some cold and hot pads, which are also very important. Now, earlier on I mentioned about underwear and the base layer, so I've actually invested some time and money in looking out for these, and I've decided to use get this very nice wick. This is will wick away, but also act as a good base layer and keep me warm, so this is very important. So this will be the base layer I'll be wearing. This also goes with some long johns and some warm socks, which I'll show in a second. And then on top of that, put a t-shirt and then a jumper, and then of course you've got your police jacket on top of that. So that's there, and just show you these are the full length long johns, which I should be wearing. Look, okay, not the most aesthetically pleasing pair of looking garment, but very important, are made of a fabric that will wick away any moisture, so from your skin, which is very important for that. One of the most critical parts that you need to be taking with you are some boots, and I've invested a bit of time and effort in getting myself a good pair of leather boots. These don't come cheap, but they're a good investment, and I was very lucky in that the local branch, the Aylesford branch of the Royal British Legion, through Royal British Legion Industries, has actually funded these boots for me, and I'm really grateful, along with the underwear. So that's something that needs to be said, along with other people who've actually given me money in the village. Now, socks. I've invested some money and time in looking out for these, and these are Black's own extreme mountain socks, and I suffer with cold feet, so I should be using these and a thinner layer, a thermal layer underneath those to keep my feet warm. So there's just some of the things I should be taking with me. Clearly there's more to come, but I thought it would be a good introductory start to show you how I'm getting myself ready. The other thing is the training program. The training program is going to be based on plenty of cycling, going to the gym on a regular basis, swimming, and also looking after my own health as well. And I've also been having my inoculation, so the local surgery has been pricking my arm for the last 4 weeks in the inoculations ready for my trip. But anyway, I'm going to be making a video diary throughout the trip, but I thought this would be a good introduction, and obviously there's more to come. Thank you for watching.